everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster playthrough. In this episode we are going to head to the ancient castle and pick up 2 more magicite and a dragon, as well as some rather annoying bestiary entries. First thing we need to do is we need to get into the airship and make some minor changes. So we're going to head down here. Remember, when you save lock, the party defaults to Celeste and Locke. So we need to bring some more people along. So we want Terra, Celeste, Locke, and Mog. There we go. And then in terms of our equipment, I want to give Locke Carbuncle, and I want to give Celeste Madwin. Nice and easy. On top of that, I also want to give Locke the Alarm Earring. Prevents back attacks and attacks from the side. Really important. We don't really need the Gale Hairpin at this point. The Alarm Earring is far more important. And, let's see here. I want to give him a weapon as well. Well, Wing Edge seems good enough. We'll go with that. We will also, formation, we'll stick Terra, Celeste, and Locke in the back row. Okay. Let's now make our way to Figaro Castle, which is currently south of Kolingen. What I didn't mean to do was get out of the airship. Whoops. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. We can't land on the desert, so we're just going to have to land slightly off the desert. Remember, if you don't know if you can land somewhere, the shadow of the airship will be red if you can't land there. So to get to the ancient castle, what we need to do is we need to go down here and we need to talk and say that we want to go to Figaro. If the castle's in Figaro, you want to say that you're going to Kolingen. Although if you've been following this playthrough, the castle won't have moved. So, this stratum's unusually rough. We seem to be catching on to something. We want to stop here. And we want to head down. And we want to go into this, into the exit where we previously came into Figaro Castle with just Celeste. So welcome to the cave to the ancient castle. There are quite a few treasure chests we can pick up here. First of all, we want to pick up this eye ether. And we also want to pick up this wing edge. Okay, now that we've done that, we want to come down here. And we want to examine this chest. But before we do that, I want to do a couple of things. First of all, I want to take the Malulu's charm off Mog. And second of all, I want to put in a quick save. Because this boss is annoying. Master Tonberry, 22,000 HP. Weak to whatever he doesn't cast. What does that mean? So, Master Tonberry, whichever he uses, you need to use the opposite, and that's his weakness. So if he uses ice, we want to use fire. If he uses wind, we want to use lightning, and vice versa. If he uses water, we want to use earth, and vice versa. And if he uses poison, we want to use holy, and vice versa. So let's see what he's got. We need to wait a bit. Also, he will counter all attacks with Traveler. He doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's see if we can get off a Blizzaga. See what happens. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see, he counters with Traveler, which does about 900 damage. There's the barrier change. So now, this is where we want to put in Carbuncle to cast Reflect on everyone. And now we want to pay attention to what Master Tonberry uses. He uses Tornado. He used Wind, so we want to counter with Lightning. So, Celeste is going to get a Thundara off, and Terra is also going to get a Thundara off. There's another 9,000 damage. There we go. If you don't have any access to any earth spells, Mog has Earth Blues, which you can use. And if the weakness is Holy, just use a Holy Rod. Nice and easy. And we get the Gladius, which is a Holy Elemental Weapon, which sounds weird, but it's actually really good because there's a few enemies here that are weak to Holy and have Auto Reflect. So I actually want to equip that onto Locke. Okay, now that that's done, let's heal people up. Cool. I now want to fetch everything else that's in here. So now I want to go into the left. Ooh. But we've got a new enemy here, the Enuo. Enuo has 4,635 HP, weak to Holy, but has Auto Reflect. Luckily for us, there is a way around this. Summons don't care about Reflect. But unfortunately, and I wanted to show this off, unfortunately for us, they have stupid high magic resistance. It is what it is. So instead, we are just going to have to use auto attacks. But there is another way of defeating them. And I'll show that off as well. So what we want to do is we want to head down here. And we want to go down. And if we go round, we get this Death Tarot. 2 chests to go. Now what we want to do is we want to sneak down here, but we get another new enemy. The 2 new enemies, in fact. The Devil and the Figaro Lizard. Devil, 5,555 HP, weak to Holy, has Auto Reflect. The Figaro Lizard, 4,220 HP, weak to Ice, also has Auto Reflect. So our other method here is that we can cast Carbuncle to cast Ruby Light. And then what we can do is Blizzaga our own party. And we will get off some casts. But unfortunately, the reason why that's not so good is that once again, lots of incredibly high magic resist. So, instead, we're going to have to do this way. And everyone's just going to have to attack, I'm afraid. With our method of playing this game, this is one of the more irritating dungeons. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. There we go. So, just gonna heal up very quickly. Like this. Okay, Celeste has actually run out of MP. But we found all the enemies we can find in the cave, so I'm going to temporarily put Malulu's charm back on. There we go, nice and easy. Okay, and then there's a chest down here for an X potion. And there's another chest here for a magicite shard. And we get all 6 chests for the cave to the ancient castle. So don't go down here until you've done that. Okay, let's go on. And we come to a save point. I'm going to take this opportunity to use a tent. Like so. Okay, let's move on. Welcome to the ancient castle. Oh look, it's a fireball. Or 10. It's an Esper attack. Let loose our Espers. Ah, Esper on Esper combat. Yeah, so 1,000 years ago, which was when the War of the Magi was, there was a battle here. Lord Odin is the only Esper left to us. Has he recovered from his injuries? Does it matter? We have no other choice. We must leave this final battle in Odin's hands. Oh, time for a Zantetsuken or 10? Yeah, so this city was destroyed during the War of the Magi. Odin does awesome Odin things. Look at that animation. So cool. Can't use Zantetsuken on an undead enemy. Unfortunately, Odin did not equip a ribbon. And so he was petrified. And that's the story. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to temporarily take off Malulu's charm. And there are some more enemies we can find here. 3 of them, in fact, in one specific formation. Here they are, the Samurai, the Suriander, and the Koko. The Samurai, 3000 HP, weak to poison. The Suriander, 2912 HP, weak to holy. Koko, 3062 HP, also weak to poison. So, what I want to do is be really sad as Koko turns Terra into an imp. However, we do have a bio. We're going to cast that with Celeste. And that will almost do it. Suriander has this really annoying ability where it can use Snort. A 33% chance of counter-attacking if that happens. We're very sad. Let's actually use a green cherry on Terra. Weak to holy, but we should be able to also zap it with a Thundara. Boom. There we go, nice and easy. Unfortunately, Celeste doesn't get any experience, but it is what it is. Okay, now that that's done, I temporarily want to put the Malulu's charm back on Mog. Abilities, Terra, Magic, Cure, everyone. Okay. And are you ready for one of the most irritating monster in the boxes in Final Fantasy history? This is the Samurai Soul. 37,620 HP. Weak to Bio. Very weak to Bio. So we're going to open, shockingly, with Celeste using Bio. And basically, all we can do is have Terra and Celeste constantly casting Bio. And that will do it. Another tactic you can use if you're really scared is you can have Celeste constantly cast Confuse on this guy. So that every turn, Samurai Soul will attack itself. So, otherwise, he's just going to carry on using elemental spells and Ashura, things like that. This could go really wrong. Like so. Alright, take 2. We will open with Terra using Trance. We will then have Celeste using Confuse. And you'll notice now that Samurai Soul is just going to keep on attacking itself. Really annoying for him. We'll get another Confuse going. Oh, Terra's dead. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, though, we can carry on healing everyone. And maybe he can just keep on casting Lightning Scroll on himself. That would be great. Here we go. We'll get another bio off. Okay. And we'll get another Confuse off. There we go. This battle may take a few attempts. It is notorious. It is one of the most irritating battles in this game. So yeah, now that 40 seconds have passed, Samurai's his power will increase, and he will get Auto Reflect. How annoying is that? Okay, let's keep on using Confuse. So you want to basically take this guy out in 40 seconds. If you don't take this guy out in 40 seconds, you are in so much trouble. Okay, let's do some attacking here. Missed. Flame Scroll. This could be it, you know? It's funny, in both my practice sessions, I did this guy on the first try and everyone survived. But this time, you know, he actually managed to survive the opening onslaught, which was really irritating. It is what it is. You can't use Carbuncle's Reflect because the scrolls just ignore Reflect. Try and use Bios and Confuse, and this will take a couple of attempts. Don't get annoyed about this battle is all I'll say. But for winning, we get the Master's Scroll, which, when equipped, allows somebody to attack not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in the same turn. It's insane. Okay, now that that's done, I want to take off the Malulu's Charm, and there are 2 more enemies I want to find here. They're both found inside. Here's the first one, the Lunatiz. Let's see here. 4020 HP, weak to Holy, however, has Auto Float and Auto Reflect. So, we are going to keep on dancing. We use the power of wind. And, yep, we're just going to auto-attack with everyone. Do. Lots of healing going on, which is good. Unfortunately, Reflect doesn't exactly wear off either. Just gotta be patient here. There we go. So, yeah, Terra learnt Dispel. Now, you might be thinking, with Dispel, can I get rid of Auto Reflect? So, why don't I show you, if that's possible? Here we go, the Armored Weapon. 9200 HP, weak to lightning and water. but has also reflect, so who cares? So, as I said, can we use Dispel to get rid of Auto Reflect? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to actually use it. So there we go, Terra gets Dispel. And then we get Celeste to use Thundara. And yes, you can. Amazing. So that's one way you can get around things. Just so you know. But Terra does need to be level 37. Which you can get to. You might have taken a few more battles than I have if you're not confident. But yeah, Dispel will make things a lot easier, but to the best of my knowledge, you can't multi-target with it. So, now that that's done, we are going to heal up with everyone. And then I'm going to stick the Malulu's Charm back on Mog. And then I'm going to put Terra and Celeste in the back row again, now that I'm less reliant on their auto attacks. And I'm going to head into the East Room. And we get the Punisher. Hooray! Okay, 2 chests down. Okay. So before we speak to Odin, there is a room here. Wow, who saw that one coming? A secret room. We get the Blizzard Orb and we get the Gold Hairpin as well. Blizzard Orb is for only one character can equip it. And we're not there yet in terms of the character we can use. So, I'm going to speak to Odin. Alright, there we go. And 2 steps below Odin, there is this mysterious switch. What's going on? Well, you could read a book on that bookshelf, or you could just do what I'm telling you to do. So now we want to head down here. This is where the book is, but we don't need to worry about that now. Inside this bucket is an X-Ether. And with that, we have all 4 chests and the hidden item. If you've been following this guide, you should get the achievement for getting all the hidden items now. Congratulations, you are one of the 2%. Okay. Oh, who's this wandering around? Maybe we should do a quick save. And take them on. Blue Dragon, which is also the name of a Square Enix title released on the Xbox 360. 26,900 HP, weak to Thunder. So, we're going to open with Celeste using Thundara. Then Terra's going to join in, use Thundara as well. Acid Rain's just really annoying. It's nothing but water attacks. And Blue Dragon is very fast. If Locke dies, no one cares. Boom, GG easy. Boom, 10 magic AP, and we get the Zantetsuken as well. Hooray! 3 dragons remain. Okay. So, what now? Well, let's show off what Odin does. Here's Odin. Gives you at level up speed +1, meteor, but at a very low acquisition rate. And his ability is Zantetsuken, causes instant death. It's okay. So let's talk to this woman who is also stoned. And the stone is crying. What is this, Final Fantasy VII? Odin becomes Raiden. Raiden Shadow Legends. I mean, yes, Raiden. Okay, so with Raiden, you'll notice that Odin has disappeared, but it still counts in your achievements as getting Odin. Good news. Raiden, Shin Zantetsuken is basically Zantetsuken, but with a higher chance of succeeding. Also, Raiden's level up is Strength +2, which is amazing. And Quick is basically allows you to do 2 actions each turn instead of 1. It's really, really, really good. Really good. However, we learn it at a very slow rate, so if you don't have the patience for learning it, don't worry about it. Okay. So, turns out that you can't just teleport out of here. However, thanks to Malulu's charm, we don't need to worry about that. So I'm just going to make my way out of here. And I'm actually going to call the episode here. I did something a bit different today in the sense of I wanted to show things that could go wrong and also some alternate strategies that you might think work, but don't actually. Let me know what you think. I'll probably go back to the normal super competent strategies in the future, but just something a bit different. I know people like seeing, oh, how about if you try this? But that was the aim of today's episode. But thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please don't forget to click like on the video. Subscribe for more Final Fantasy content as well. But in the meantime, as the castle makes its way to Figaro, like so, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye!